Good day, folks. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Trevor and I am your one-armed bandit in the bush. So we've progressed somewhat on our adventure. Having met up with my buddy Jim, we've established a base camp, or at least I've joined him at his base camp. Let me rather rephrase that, not we established one. He was there first, long before me. So anyway, I've joined him at a base camp, which is on some BLM land outside of Moab, near some really great trailheads. And the last few days I've been out exploring and shooting some footage of some of the trails that we've done. And that's what I'm going to be sharing in this episode with you. So first up, just a buzz around our base camp so you can get a squiz at where the digs is. And then after that, we did some trail riding, which was out on Mineral Bottom. And for those of you who have done it, you would know that this is a slick rock mountain pass that drops all the way down from way up top to the bottom. In fact, you will see that in the footage of that particular pass that we did, I did battle somewhat with the elevation on the drone, because we had dropped so far below takeoff level. I mean, I was at the final point when I pulled the drone in, I was at about minus 384 feet or so. So what I've discovered is the drone actually won't want to follow you too nicely when you're dropping down in terms of elevation. But also positioning is important, and I think I had the drone too close to the cliff. Then we went down another gravel road, which is pretty well known in the area for campsites along BLM land. And we came across another pass. So I have some footage from the top of that pass, and you'll see a little bit off to the side of where the pass actually goes. Well, we were not going to do that pass. It was not our intent. We were stopping at the top, and we were turning around and going back. But however, we got a little bit of adventure in our souls, and shoo, down we went. So this was quite an incredible pass, and I'll be sure to go back and actually film driving up that pass to see whether we can get any difference. But still, the footage there is great. And then today we've gone out and we've explored along buttes and towers, and touched on some of 7 Mile Rim. So you will see some footage there. But that got us to a position where there was an obstacle in the trail, where the drop downs were pretty severe. You know, Jim on his Tacoma is carrying a massive amount of weight. Me on the Tundra, well, I'm absolutely loaded. And, you know, they're not really the kind of obstacles that you should take on when you're that heavily loaded. However, I can tell you something. I'm back at camp. My tent is up. So when that happens, you know it is time. Yeah, well, it's time for a cold one. So, to health. Happiness and good cheer and everything else that comes along with it. So that's kind of the footage that I've got now that I'm going to share with you, and they'll come next. I'll do a little bit of talking over and commentary as we're going down the trails. But I think you're going to enjoy this footage. Really good stuff. Tomorrow we're going to go back out along Hell's Roaring Rim, because I want to go and show Tim where that campsite is, having looked at the footage. He's all eager to go and spend some time camping out there as well. So that's what we will do tomorrow. I'm not too sure if I'm going to take much drone footage, unless I see something that I didn't show on the previous episode when I featured the trail. After that, I'll be heading off to Grand Junction to go and get the tailgate handle replaced, because that's giving me a little bit of a pain in the butt from time to time, to be quite honest. And the wires on the inner latch have actually worked loose, so that creates more of a problem for me to try and open the tailgate. You know, I get the lift the canopy tail, and then I've got to get over pull on the wires that are connected to the clips on either side to try and open it. And anyway, so that gets done on Thursday. then I've got about another 2 weeks left, and then that, I'm afraid, is it. 3 months are up. Yeah, so I'm going to be heading back home to Nashville, where I'll probably be there for just over a month and a half before I come out on my 4th solo tour. Well, 3rd solo tour, 4th tour out west. So tons of good stuff to come, but don't go away. Keep your cold one at hand. And enjoy the footage. So, until a little bit later on when we talk some more, have a great time. So I tell you what, while you're watching this, why don't you do me a favor? Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any action. Go ahead, like this video. Why not? There's lots of material that you like, man. And then, of course, don't forget to comment. Let's have some interaction. turned around at the bottom of the pass, had a little bit of a break and something to drink. It was time for us to head back on up. So the footage you'll see now is all taken obviously from inside the vehicle, and it's a back up we go. And then along the lone Mesa road, we came across this most magnificent pass that dropped down to the Green River. Man, I tell you something, this was quite a pass to drive down, and I certainly look forward to returning here to get you some footage of actually driving on this pass. Boy, was it magnificent. But take a look at this. This is really cool in any way. And at this point, you will see where it goes. You see, off to the right there, all along the edge of that cliff, and then, woo, down into the bottom we went. Man alive, was this one seriously goosebump inspiring pass to drive on. As you see, we are right on the edge of extremely high cliffs. Camber away towards the downside. Man, was it exciting. And then it was on to another day of glory. This is taken from Buttes and Towers Trail. And as you will see from the drone footage when I start to pan around, this place is just really littered with trails. There is quite a great network of trails that intersect Buttes and Towers, M&M, 7 Mile Rim, etc. There's always it's like an interlocking grid. So if you're ever out here, my suggestion is you got to try and take this trail on. There's parts of it, however, as you will see later, which I don't know, I think I would want at least an 8-inch lift, let alone a 6-inch lift to go down there. It was quite terrifying to look at with a rig that has no rock sliders or anything else to take it on.
Okay, so we've reached a point in the trail now
Where a casual, easy little drive is no longer the case. So we've got bump, down our goes. Feel that bump? Yeah, it's bumpy. Look at this. And then we go down here. More bumps. More bumps. So that's about waist height to me. Then the trail comes along here. And I could probably do it. However, I'm now looking straight down. Look at this step and you can see. So let's go again. It comes from over there. Down, drops down. Comes along through here. Down here. And then that's it. This is, I'm looking straight down. This is like, you can
tell from the camera I'm looking straight down. Yeah? I'll lift it up and you'll see. Now the camera's there. So that's one heck of a drop, yeah? And if I zoom in on this part of it, yeah, there's another big drop there. Yeah, it may be different if I was sort of coming up, but this is... So we're going to turn around. Yeah, we've made that call. This is... With the way that we got the rig set up, and I don't have the lift. So if I had a 6-inch lift on it, guess what? We'll be going down there easy peasy pie. However, this big truck, with all that weight, and bear in mind, I'm in month 3 of this trip. 2.5 months are gone. And it's nearly 3 months up now. So, she's great for off-roading. She's great for overlanding. But this bush pig is not going down that hill. Not today. Oh, there we go. We're heading back now towards camp. Slow going in this sandy area because every now and again we come up with some serious rocks. But this ride has got a bit of sand and then we're back into rocks. Sorry man, all that shaking and bumping. That's where we came from, back there.
So folks, thank you so much for joining me on this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any of the future action. And we'll see you on the next one with a brand new tailgate handle. How's about that? That's something to look forward to.